What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway Joel, the voice of Dominican boxing, and today I'm gonna be talking about the Dominican boxing community. Uh, I was very, how do I say? I don't know if discouraged is the right word, but like disappointed in the turnout for when they have four Dominicans fighting out in Miami. When they had Rohan, Elvis, Eldy, and Jan Santana all fighting on the same card. I didn't feel like we got enough Dominicans to show up. That was definitely unfortunate, and I was very disappointed and disheartened. But the turnout for next week is going to be enough for me to stay happy, enough for me to stay motivated, enough for me to be uh, aware that okay, the Dominican boxing community does want to go and support, does need fights to happen in New York. And there's three Dominicans fighting this weekend, next weekend, excuse me, exactly in 1 week, actually. Today's the 20th. On the 27th in Madison Square Garden, there will be three Dominicans. Elvis Rodriguez will be coming back. Rohan Polanco will be coming back. Ali Feliz will be coming back. That's three Dominicans in one card in New York City, the city where all the Dominicans are at. And I have made a mention that, like, I need 50 people to go. I need 50 people to go to keep me motivated. And I just want to talk about the group chat I got. You know, I have a Dominican boxing group chat of people that I met, you know, through here, through YouTube, through Instagram and Twitter and all that. It's just all Dominican boxing. And just that group, I forget how many people it is exactly. It's probably like I forget what time how many people exactly are in the chat. But yo, we sold 21 tickets. 21 Dominicans will be present, all sitting in the same section. And I'll get the exact section for you guys right now in case you know you guys want to show up. There's already going to be 21 people there. So you would just be adding to that. If you don't have a ticket and you want to be a part of this historic movement, you know what I'm saying? Section 201. There you go. Section 201. There's going to be 21 Dominicans there with their flags, with the Dominican boxing shirts and all that, going crazy, cheering for Elvis, cheering for Rohan, cheering for Ali Feliz, you know, going crazy. And I'm gonna try to see if I set something up where we could link up before. I'm trying to see something if I could set something up where we could link up before, you know, chill, hang out, maybe grab a couple drinks or something. I'm not sure, but I think this is a big step in Dominican boxing, to be honest with you. And believe it or not, this is the official, well, I want to say official. This is the first big step that this Dominican boxing community is taking in the right. This is the start, the start of the movement. Because I remember at one point when me and Juan de lo Mio, we went. Juan bought like 5 tickets. I bought 3. It was me, my brother, and my father. It was like 8, 9 of us, and that's all it was. We went there for Michelle Rivera. He fought on the undercard of Deontay Wilder. He fought off TV. And we went, and I grabbed Juan de lo Mio, and I was like, yo, one day this whole arena is going to be full of Dominicans cheering. Right now, it's just starting with just us. And it went from whatever 8 or 9, whatever it is that now, to now in this event is going to be 21 Dominicans. And that's not a lot. That may not sound like a lot to you, but for me, it's a big step. It's more than double than what the first event, you know, we went to. And that's how things start. Things start like that. And things start small and then they end up big. And I'm very, very proud of the Dominican community, specifically the Dominican boxing community, excuse me, how they felt like I called them out and now they're showing up. And who knows, that's 21 that I know of. I'm sure there's some guys watching this that they're like, I ain't even part of that group, but I got my ticket. So there's gonna be more than 21. Maybe they sitting in different sections. And if you haven't bought your ticket and you now you motivated hearing this, section 201 is where the Dominican is gonna be at. I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna be in the media section, just letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in the media section. I'm definitely gonna pull up to section 201, say what's up to the guys, take pictures or whatever like that. So I'm definitely doing that. But for the fans that want to go out and vibe out with the people, man, section 201, that's where the Dominican is gonna be at. Juan De Lo Mio is gonna be there. A bunch of other guys that you've seen on the channel. They're gonna be bringing their friends, their family, they wife, maybe their kids and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to next week because that is going to be the first time that attention will be brought to Dominican fans in the stands. They're gonna be like, who are these people? Why are they all together? Who y'all here for? And when they realize they're here for more than just one fighter, that's gonna be, telling. And I feel like it's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be really exciting for the fans who bought the tickets and gonna sit together, and they're gonna see the movement that is being built. And I think the next one after this one, because especially if this one is fun, all the Dominicans win and there's no fights and everybody have fun and the cheering and people see and on social media how lit it was and how lit it is, they're gonna be like, I'm not gonna miss the next one. I'm not gonna miss the next one. And you know what's crazy? What's crazy is how it looks like Top Rank is gonna benefit most from this Dominican uprising, this Dominican movement, should I say, is probably a better way of putting it. Then it's crazy how they're gonna benefit from it and not PBC, because you gotta remember that the buzz with Dominican started on PBC. It started with Edwin de los Santos. It started with Jason Rosario. It started with Hector Luis Garcia. These guys started it. You know what I'm saying? All the big fights that excited us, the big wins, the title wins, the Puello, the Carlos Adames, that was all on PBC. But they never quite knew what to do with the Dominicans. They would just bury them on undercards, never put them to fight on the East Coast. I just don't think they knew what they were doing exactly with the Dominicans specifically. And it was always alleged that Top Rank don't like Dominicans. They cut Adames after one loss. They cut Elvis after one loss, but Elvis is back now. And look, they signed Rohan. Although Eldy and Jan Santana are not theirs, they gave them spots on their cards. Ali Feliz is there. So it looks like they're going to be the ones to benefit most. And I think they have more of an understanding of what the Dominican market is. And even if they don't, I think seeing these 20 people coming for 3 prelim fighters, I think that's going to make them aware, like, wait a minute, these guys came for 3 off TV cards. What if Elvis fought Tio in the main event? What if, Rohan fought Brian Norman in the main event? Would they show up then? And I think that's when they're going to start realizing. Maybe they start prioritizing. Maybe they start getting creative as to how they promote Dominicans. So I just want to say, I think next Friday, I think is the first big step that the Dominican boxers are going to take in the right direction. And I think they're going to make a statement. But in order to make a statement, they got to win. They got to win. I want to see a big knockout from Elvis Rodriguez. I want to see a vicious, nasty knockout because, we know him for being a power puncher. We know him, for being this killer. That's how he came up. That's how he got introduced to us on ESPN. He went to PBC, got a couple knockouts, but then went to decision with Adorno, kind of didn't let his hands go, went to decision in his last fight where he got dropped. I think he needs to make a statement with a one-punch savage knockout. I need a big knockout from Elvis, and I'm hoping he could deliver. Let's see. I'm most excited out of the 3 Dominicans. I'm most excited to see Rohan Polanco. I think he has the highest ceiling. This kid is super, super talented, has skills, power, reflexes, IQ. He's honestly I don't think he's a prospect. I think he's already contender. But if people still look at him as a prospect, he to me right now he's in the lead for prospect of the year. The only thing that worries me about Rohan Polanco is, can he stay down at 140? I'm not so sure, man. I'm not so sure he can stay at 140 and be okay. I saw him at the weigh-in. He at his last fight looked pretty weight drained. I would like to see him move up to 147, which is why I mentioned earlier like a potential fight with him and Brian Norman. I think that'd be a good fight for both of them. Brian Norman doesn't seem like he wants to fight Boots. And if you're not fighting Boots, fight somebody on your side of the street. Why not give a shot to, Rohan? I think that'd be a good fight. But Rohan has to make that decision to fight at 47 and not 40. And as far as Ali Feliz, he's just developing. So I just want to see him keep impressing, keep winning, keep developing, keep doing his thing. I'd be hard pressed to expect something because I believe he's only 2021, and this will be his fourth pro fight or something like that. So I'm not expecting too much, but I just want him to keep developing. And if he could get a knockout, God bless. I want to see him. I want to see him. He's someone how I've seen since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I interviewed him before his pro debut, and he keep going up and up and up. And I want to see where he takes it from there. Where he takes it from there. My man says these ESPN cards featuring Dominicans are buried in the prelims. Many don't know about it. You look at the fight schedule and no mention. If it's not for this channel, I wouldn't know. Man, well, shout out to this channel then. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing we got to do is shout out to this channel for making you aware that these Dominicans are fighting, because that's another thing that, I feel like that is the importance of this channel. But yo, bro, let's not fuss too much about it. Fuck it. We playing the hand we was dealt. We getting three off TV fights, but that are be available on ESPN Plus. Cool, fuck it. Watch it on ESPN Plus. And most of y'all be streaming anyways. You know what I'm saying? So if you stream everything, then watch it there. You know what I'm saying? Make way to watch the fight. And if you don't want to stream and you don't have ESPN Plus and you live on the East Coast, go to the fight. Was it Section 201? It was it. I need to memorize that. Yeah, Section 201. Section 201. You'll watch it with a bunch of other Dominicans. Just come with your Dominican flag, and don't worry, you'll vibe out with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the fights are gonna be early, but shit, you can leave early then. You know what I'm saying? After the 3 Dominicans leave, you can leave. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying if that's a problem for you, leave after the fight. Go, and then you already in Manhattan. Every train takes you. You go back up to Washington Heights, to the Bronx, to Brooklyn, to Queens, wherever you live. You can take the train. Every train goes around there by 34th Street. So, like, yeah, man. Like, let's not everything's gonna be perfect, especially in the beginning. People don't realize like we in the beginning stages of this movement. This is the beginning stages of this movement where we're developing. We're now growing. People are now making themselves aware that there's something going on here with the Dominicans. It's just starting. So when you just starting, you're not gonna start on pay-per-view. You're gonna start off TV, and then we're gonna get on TV, and then we're gonna get on pay-per-view, and then who knows? Maybe some of these Dominicans, they such a pay-per-view star that they out here really, A side in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we the A side. We'll see, but things develop slow. And we gotta be patient. We gotta be patient. Right. Top Rank hizo un post sobre la herencia hispana y no puso a ningún dominicano por 2 años. Solo dominicanos no son prioridad. Hold on. I gotta address that because that is something I came across that I honestly I wasn't feeling, and I'm with you on there. And for the people who don't speak Spanish, don't worry about it. I will be explaining what my man was saying right now. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up that what he's talking about right now. All right. So all right. So Top Rank put up this post, Mes de la Herencia Hispana. So this is the month of Hispanic heritage. And not one Dominican is on there. You got Raymond Murataya, no disrespect, doesn't even speak Spanish. Richard Torres, I don't know if he speaks Spanish, to be honest with you, but I don't think so. You got Emiliano Vargas, who was born in America. Now, I was born in America too, but my point is, he's not more Hispanic than a Elvis, than a Rohan, than guys that are signed to that company. Also, they got Sandor Martin right here. Yo, Sandor Martin is from Spain. He's not even Hispanic. He's European. So I was upset with that too, to be honest with you. I was upset with that too. Elvis and Rohan should have been up here, especially over guys who don't speak Spanish, especially over Sandor Martin or Martin, who is not even Hispanic. He's European. He's from Spain. I found that a little bit wild, and it's not like they don't have space up here. Look, above these guys, that they don't have space. You don't even, and also, Sanicia Estrada don't speak Spanish too. So you got guys that don't even speak English and are Hispanic and are Dominican that aren't on here. But you got guys who don't even speak the language that are on here over them. I ain't like that at all, to be honest with you. I ain't like that at all. And it's unfortunate that I had to throw that up there, because I think Top Rank, again, they doing a good job. They brought the Dominicans to Miami, thinking, yo, the Dominicans, they're gonna show up for their Miami brethren. I mean, it's a dope city. Miami's a cool city. This, that. There's a lot of Latinos there. They ain't show up, but then all right, let's bring them to New York. We know they in New York, and they brought 3 Dominicans. Bow, right there. So shout out to them for doing that. But honestly, I ain't like that post. I ain't like that post when you missing 2 prominent Latinos, especially a guy like Rohan, who after 11 fights is looking like a superstar, man. After 11 fights, I'm comfortable with saying I will put him in there against anybody. I'll put him in there against anybody at 140. And I'm not saying he beats everybody, but he has a chance against everybody. And I thought that wasn't cool. But hey, man, maybe after the statement they make next week, maybe they'll make sure that they include them. Who knows? But I don't think they should have had to make a statement to be on a poster like that. Just keeping it 1,000. Louis said hotels are too expensive. I couldn't make the trip. I get it, man. New York hotels do be expensive. So I ain't even mad at you, but it would have been dope. No te preocupes, la próxima. And next time, book it in advance. As soon as you find out, you got to book your hotel in advance. If you book it through hotels.com, even if you're not sure if you're going to go, you book it, and you can cancel up until 24 hours before let's say you got to be there the 25th, right? If you cancel, you got all the way to the 24th to cancel. So I think that's what my advice would be to you. Next time, as soon as you find out 3-4 Dominicans are going to fight on one card, you book the hotel. And then once you find out if you can afford the tickets or if you're the flights and everything, blah, blah, blah. If you can't, all right, you got all the way up until the day before to cancel your hotel. And if you realize you can go, all right, well, you locked it in at a good price because you booked it so in advance. So that'd be my advice for you. Yeah, Eldy Cedeno is fighting tonight. That is true. I don't have a link or something. I don't think the fight is on TV, unfortunately. But if somebody knows where I can watch it, that'll be dope. Man. Yes, Polanco does fight next week. Yes, he does fight next week. That's kind of like what the live has been about. I don't know if you just hopped on, but yeah, we talk about the boxing community. And Al Simmons, I don't know if you buy tickets, man. You talk a lot of shit. I don't know if you buy tickets, but if you located in New York, The Dominicans, they sitting in section 201 for next week in Madison Square Garden. So if you want to pop up with your Dominican flag and show support to 3 Dominicans at one shot, one ticket, and you supporting 3 Dominicans, plus you supporting the movement. Yo, it's some J. Damn, bro. This is an old school subscriber, man. It's been a minute. What's good, man? Shout out to you, man. You definitely it's been a minute. It's been a minute. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna throw the link up in the chat, man. I'm gonna throw the link up in the chat. Anybody who wants to hop on, vibe out, explain why they're not going, explain why they are going, tell me how I motivated them to go, or they thinking about buying tickets or whatever, or their opinion on Rohan, their opinion on Elvis, their opinion on Ali Feliz, or any other Dominican for that matter. Click that link, hop on, and let's have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Anything you guys want to talk about with me, just know Broadway don't duck smoke, man. So definitely feel free to hit that link and chop it up with me, man. But yeah, no, I'm excited for next week. I'm excited for next week because, again, to know walking in, I'm gonna see at least 21 Dominican fans, and that's not including the fans that you know I don't know are going. You get what I'm saying? There may be some fans that Dominican fans that don't watch the channel, or maybe they family or friends of Elvis or Ali or Rohan, and they there to support their family member. So I definitely know there's gonna be more than 21 Dominicans, and I'm excited, man. I'm really excited for the moment, and I'm trying, and I hope that the guys can perform. I hope that the guys can perform. Saludos, DJ Georgie Porgy from Wingy Boxing. Shout out to you, my brother. Que lo que? By the way, shout out to the Jets, man. The Jets, they won yesterday. My man Aaron Rodgers was looking sharp. Aaron Rodgers looking sharp. Team looking sharp. I know there's a boxing thing, but kind of had wanted to shout out my football team, while we on here. But yeah, man, link is in the chat. Anybody who wants to hop on, chill, chop it up with me, feel free to do so, man. Feel free to do so. But yo, this is gonna be a powerful movement once we see the finished product. And I think I don't know if everybody sees the vision. I don't know if everybody sees the vision. I know I do. I do for sure, man. I think this is something for the history books. Not Friday. I'm talking about moving forward. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. But yeah, man. Let's talk some boxing, man. Yo, you know who's another Dominican boxer we really need to keep an eye on is my man Alejandro Paulino. Yo, that dude is killing it on the TLC, the 1 round boxing thing, and he's staying active, fighting 4 or 5 times a year. I want him to get some TV time, but man, yo, the dude is doing his job. The dude is dedicated. Right here, my man El Abusador. He only got 3,600 followers, but man, this kid is talented, man. This kid is really talented, and he's dedicated, and he has power. Man, he scores knockouts. He's popular. Yo, he sells $10,000 worth of tickets in his hometown of Connecticut. Look, this is in 1 round. He's doing that. My man doing salsa dancing after he dropping dudes. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a one like really slept on fighter. Look, pop, drop the dude. Hold on, he about to drop the dude right now. I like this kid a lot, man. I like this kid a lot. I like his attitude. I like his work ethic. I like what I've heard from other people when they talk about him, you know. And by the way, he's fighting like this, real aggressive. This is a 1 round fight. This is in the Team Combat League, where he's honestly probably the MVP of the league. He's probably really. I don't think he's lost a round. I'm being honest because it's 1 round fight, so I don't think he's lost a round. And he be dropping dudes. He be stopping dudes. Hold on, I want to get to the point. There, he drops and dude, then starts stepping over him, man. That type of excitement, man. That type of excitement sells in boxing. That type of excitement excels in boxing. Al Simmons, I'm not going because I have to work that day. Yeah, sure you do. Sure you do, bro. Honestly, I can't wait to meet you in person. I can't wait to meet you in person. As much shit you be talking about Dominican boxing, you know. I wish you would show up and support. I wish you would find somebody to do a switch with you. You know, yo, bro, can you work this Friday and I work Saturday for you or something like that? I wish you would figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Or ask your boss, like, yo, I got something coming up. You mind if I take that day off? Yo, you mind if I work the morning shift instead of the night shift? I wish you could do something like that. You know what I'm saying? To show your support for Dominican boxing. You're someone who critiques boxing a lot, so you know I'm hoping you can do that. Figure it out, bro. Figure it out. I don't want to hear that excuse you work. You got a week to figure it out. You got a week, 7 days. Figure it out. Shout out to Philip Dickey. I'll be in Verona November 2nd to see Yan Santana. Hey man, Verona is a deep trip for me, man. But I think I may have to make that trip. I may have to make the trip just to support my guy Young, make sure he gets some coverage. As y'all know, I really like Yan Santana, both as a boxer and as a person. So for sure, man, I definitely want to see him live again. I mean, the first time I saw him live, it was a great fight, man. Fight of the night. Fight where he dropped the guy, hurt the guy several times, got hurt, survived, came back the next round, dominated, went the full 10 rounds for the first time in his career against a tough veteran, and looked good, impressed. So Yan Santana, I definitely want to see him live again. I definitely want to see him keep getting his opportunities. I like Yan Santana a lot. I like Yan Santana a lot, and hopefully he can keep developing and keep getting opportunities on TV. You know what I'm saying? Fighting on these top ranked shows is definitely a good look. Definitely a good look. Hopefully this time his fight is on TV. He excited. He excited the crowd last time, so I would love to see it. Yes, no direct fights. Mini Pac-Man has a match coming soon. Endry should be also returning to Orlando in November. My man Philip Dickey out here breaking news on the channel in the chat, man. Shout out to Philip Dickey, man. Shout out to my man. I had heard about Hendry coming back to Orlando in November. I had heard about that. As far as Mini Pac-Man, I haven't heard that. So shout out to you. Any idea who or where or when Mini Pac-Man is going to fight? I haven't spoken with him in a while. My man Al Simmons says Yan Santana and Juan Polanco are the best prospects. I'll be honest with you. You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying. The Dominican prospects, those are the two best. He's speaking facts right now. I can't even be mad at that. Yeah, man. But by the way, anybody wants to hop on, chop it up with me, ask a question. Link is in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Dominican boxing, we kind of went through a lull, and I feel like it's picking back up. You know, that whole Showtime leaving boxing really affected Dominican boxing. Really, really affected because almost all the Dominicans were on PBC and they weren't able to deliver as many shows, weren't able to keep them active, weren't able to get them fights. And that really messed up Dominican boxing for the 2024. Although Puello and Adames both fought on, I believe it was Tank's undercard. Uh, so that's good. But then you got uh, uh, Elvis, who had to leave to start getting active. You know what I'm saying? You got Michelle, who had to leave to get a fight. He got a fight on a Clarissa Shields undercard. I'm not sure when he's gonna fight again. Although I heard he's on the short list of potential opponents for Liam Paro. So that's a potential fight. We'll see if that happens. Um, yeah, it's just, so like things really messed up once Showtime left the game, but it looks like Top Rank is gonna be picking up the slack on that end. Any news on Edwin? I just joined. Sorry if you discussed. No, I haven't discussed it. Nah, he's in DR. He's training. I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen I haven't spoken to him or his team in a while, but from what I understand, once he got injured, he went back to DR and he's out there now. I have seen pictures of him in the gym out there in DR training. So, we'll see. I'm not sure when he's gonna come back to United States to start training, and when is he gonna get a fight. Supposedly, the date I heard was Tank's undercard. Well, not even a date. The event that I heard that he's gonna come back on is most likely gonna be on Tank's undercard, possibly against the opponent Shakur just had. Or was it Artem Haratuyan, whatever his name is? So that's that, but that's not confirmed. That's not confirmed. That's just people start spitballing stuff, start planning stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if that's what happened. We'll see if that's what happens. Yeah, it says we need Edwin in boxing, man. Edwin has all the tools to lead boxing for us. His team needs to keep him active. Man, Edwin has, as far as talent, is the best Dominican. I'm talking about we just going by straight talent. He has power, he has speed, he has footwork, he has reflexes, he has everything. I just don't know if he's 100% dedicated into the sport. That's my thing with Edwin. That's my thing with Edwin. You know what I'm saying? A guy like Jan Santana, although Jan Santana and Rohan Polanco, those guys are hungry. They coming up. Yeah, they hungry, but they haven't got a check for 500,000. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, why you not like that? But look, Puello has had, I don't want to say big payday, but he's gotten some money, and he hasn't fall off the hinges. He's staying training. He's focused and stuff like that. He looked good in that Gary Antoine Russell fight. You know what I'm saying? But a guy like Hector Luis Garcia, he's another one that got 500,000 and just disappeared. Like he's not the same, man. Wondering when Hector Garcia might step back in the ring. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised you never see him back in the ring, man. That would not shock me. If we never saw him back in the ring, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked, man. That bag gets these dudes comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? And 500,000, it's a lot of money. I'm not saying it's not, but in the grand scheme of thing, it's not, because 500,000 for a guy like me, right? I'm gonna make 500,000 and I'm gonna keep working for the rest of my life. A boxer, what the smart thing to do is 500,000, and then get another 500,000, get another 1,000,000, get this, get that, because when you end your career after boxing, your body's not the same, your brain is not the same. You want the money you made from your career to last you for the rest of your life. 500,000 is not going to last you for the rest of your life. You're not going to live totally comfortable, with 500,000 for the rest of your life. It's just not going to happen. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Hector Luis Garcia, I don't think he's 100% dedicated to the sport. I think he got comfortable. I don't know what to think, but he doesn't give me the vibes that he's ready to get back on the horse and ready to fight. That's not the vibe I get when I speak to him. and it's unfortunate because I think he's talented. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how the world works. And shit, I'm not saying that about Edwin though. I'm not saying that about Edwin because I don't. I think we do see Edwin, and I do think he has more fights in him. But I don't know about Hector, man. I don't know about Hector. But Edwin should be setting himself up to fight Tank at least. If you're gonna slack off, that's millions in your pocket, bro. Just keeping it a buck. If he was not injured and he was in shape, he probably would have got. He probably would have been in line for the Tank fight next. You get what I'm saying? Let's think about that. But motherfuckers don't want to think about it like that. You know, I don't know, man. I I I can't get one big paycheck and be like, all right, now I'm gonna chill. Yo, bro, that's just one. Let's chill after 17 of them. Then we'll be like, all right, let's chill, man. Let's chill. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, you boxing, you in boxing for what 10% of your life. I'm talking about professional boxing where you making money. You in boxing for 10, maybe 15% of your life from 20, 3 to 38 or something like that. You still gotta live until you're 85. You get what I'm saying? Like that's such a small part of your life, and that's where you got to make your most money. So you getting comfortable or 500,000 is wild, is wild, is wild. And I'm hoping he come Edwin comes back and proves everybody wrong that he was out there in DR training and staying sharp, and when he came back even more hungrier. Shit, I'm hoping, but he we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping he could do it. I'm hoping he could do it. But yeah, man. Anybody wants to hop on the chat, man? Click that link, man, for sure. Yeah, Fortuna. He's also, I believe, is in Belfast. I believe that's on Pro Box too. So we'll be able to watch that fight if I'm not mistaken. Also, Frenzy Fortunato, Cambumbito. He will be fighting the dude who injured Ryan Garcia's rib. Forget the dude's name. It's like he's from Mongolia or something. The Mongolian mole, they call him, or something like that. I can't pronounce his name. He's gonna be fighting him. That should be an interesting fight, and a fight where he's an underdog. But as Dominicans, we stay getting those upsets. Um, you know, he might if he gets his win, that might bring him back up. That might start his buzz up right here. All right, I got the poster right here. I found it. Hold on one second. Let me share it with you guys. Look, yeah, man, that's a tough fight. October 9th is on the undercard of what's his name? Chris Colbert. Yo, that this guy is 10-0 with 5 knockouts. Fortunato fuck around beat this guy. Yo, he done took that buzz this guy got from hurting Ryan into the body, messing up his fight against Tank or whatever. Shit, it's a big opportunity for him. It's a big opportunity for him. Yeah, man. That 500,000 purse is only about 200,000 after taxes, management, training. Exactly. Yeah, I think listen, I'm not saying he wins because that is a tough fight, man. But for Donato, I might throw some bread on that. I might throw some bread on that. Just throw some money on it, like, all right, just to gamble a little bit. I don't know what the odds are. Are the odds up? Let me check FanDuel or DraftKings. Let me check DraftKings. I like DraftKings. To be honest, let me check. But yeah, nah, man. I think that's definitely a good enough bet. Something worth the risk. I gotta watch it. I gotta check the odds though before I'm saying that because Fuck around and the odds be super whack. What date is that again? I gotta check. October 9th. October 9th. Nah, it's not on. It's not on. DraftKings. Let me check FanDuel. Yeah, and this guy, he sparred Tank before. He sparred Colbert before. He sparred Michelle Rivera before. He was on the Dominican national team, so he has a lot of experience. And with him is what worries me is his stamina. His stamina isn't that good, but you know that is stamina is something you can work. All right, it's not on FanDuel either. But let's hope it'll pick back up. Shout out to Cammy. Shout out to my Puerto Rican brother. He says, Joel, what's up, bro? Been a minute. Glad to see you still covering the greatest sport known to man. Boxing is life. Shout out to you, my brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's been a minute. But I'm gonna try to go live more often. I'm definitely gonna try to do these more often. Talk to you guys. Bring you guys some news, answer you guys questions, throw the link up. Just in case people want to ask something directly that they don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to go live more often for sure. But yeah, no, it looks like you just hopped on, man. We got a big group going together at next week, Friday, the 27th. Section 201. There'll be mad Dominicans. It was 21 Dominicans that bought confirmed tickets. There's other people that may be still buying, but Section 201, 21 Dominicans will be there with flags and everything to support Elvis, to support Ali Feliz, to support Rohan Polanco. So it's exciting stuff. I'm curious as to see how this turnout looks, man, and how it feels. That's more important. What I want to know how it feels. Can you feel the energy, or or people just gonna sit there and clap like it's an opera or something like that? I want to know if you're gonna feel that energy, and I also want to see if the fighters are gonna perform. If the fighters perform, that's when they really gonna get excited, get to give the energy that I'm looking for. So yeah, man, I'm excited for next week. Obviously I'm gonna be there as media, be there covering the event and making sure that they get the coverage they deserve. These boxes, getting you guys exclusive behind the scenes shit. Most likely I'm gonna be the only Dominican journalist there anyway. So that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited, man. I'm excited for next week. And let's see. Again, I by the way, I'm gonna repeat myself for anybody who just hopped on. I need a big knockout from Elvis, man. I need a big knockout from Elvis. That's how the audience fell in love with him. That's how I became a fan. If Elvis wants his buzz back, especially after his last fight when he got dropped, I think he needs a big knockout. Like I remember, I forget the guy's name, but he fought some I think a guy was like African or something. He just hit him with a straight left hand, and the dude was just like you could see he was trying to get up, but his brain was telling him you can't get up, and the referee just waved it off. That was dope. That was dope. Woo! Polanco and Tiger Johnson will be fighting in the same card. I hope that fight goes next. Yeah, man. I hope it's next too. I hope it's next too. They on the same timeline. They on the same promoter. They on the same event. Let's make that fight happen, man. At some point, these fighters have to fight each other. At some point, these fighters have to fight each other. Regarding Edwin De Los Santos, I believe he is training in DR. He is training in DR. He is. If Elvis gets 10 rounds and not 8, it's likely. I believe it's a 10-round fight. I don't believe it's an 8-round fight, but I want a nasty knockout. I want something where when he posted on social media, it goes viral. I need a knockout like that because I feel like it's been a while. It's been a while since we got a nasty knockout from Elvis, man. It's been a while. And I also want to see him let his hands go, man. It's always like he's stuck on on first and second gear, can't get it into third and fourth gear where he's letting his hands go, being a little bit more fluid and not just, looking for one shot and looking for the perfect opportunity to start letting his hands go. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him let his hands go a little bit more. But yo, fellas, you know what? I'm gonna end the live short right now, 45 minutes. I feel like I gave you guys enough, man. I appreciate you guys hopping on, hitting that like button, subscribing if you haven't been subscribed. But I'm gonna be live a lot more often. You know what I'm saying? My schedule now is starting to loosen up. I'm starting to get a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more used to how things go. So definitely I'm gonna be going live more. And I'm gonna be trying to bring in you guys a lot more content that I haven't been giving you guys. So more interviews, exclusives, and behind the scenes and all this type of stuff. I'm definitely gonna be working, and you guys will see. You guys will see, man. You guys will see. But yo, guys, thank you so much for hopping on the live. I appreciate you. And until next time, guys, peace.